Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and tonight I'm going to be doing a Looney Tunes CMF feel guide, giving you my thoughts and opinions on how to best feel these characters in the bags. You can expect a full review of this series coming out first thing tomorrow morning. I just don't have time to edit and upload that tonight, unfortunately. However, again, tomorrow morning the full review will be out. For this video though, I'm just going to go through one by one and give you my thoughts on which pieces are the best and easiest to feel for each character, starting with the very first one, Lola. Alright, and here's Lola, and this character is pretty interesting. I actually had no idea who she was at first because I didn't realize her hairpiece came down in a ponytail like that. The best way to feel for her, and the way I did, is actually for this little orange ball. She's the only character with a circular piece like this, and so her really lame unprinted basketball is how I was able to find her. Another good way is if you feel this giant headpiece, that ponytail right there. It's a pretty interesting way to find her, but definitely that ball piece was the easiest way for me. Okay, Bugs Bunny is next, and this character is really easy to feel, specifically because of his giant headpiece. You can feel for those giant ears. His accessory is also a carrot. There are 2 of these green carrot tops included in the bag, so if you find 2 of those pieces, you're golden. And then there's also a normal carrot piece, but honestly, for me, I think the best way would be for this giant headpiece, with the ears, and then, of course, these 2 carrot stems. It's a very noticeable piece. Definitely pretty easy. Really good-looking character as well, but definitely one of the easier ones to feel. The Wiley Coyote is next, and the best way to feel for this character is probably going to be one of 2 things. I first found him by feeling this head mold, but I wasn't exactly sure if it was really him because a lot of the characters here have some wacky heads. So what I next did is looked for the cheese slopes for the anvil. There are 2 cheese slopes, 2 of these 1x1 squares, and then 2 of those little circle pieces at the bottom included in this character. There are only 2 characters in the series who have the cheese slopes, this guy and Speedy Gonzales, and he's very different from Speedy Gonzales. So once you find the cheese slopes and this headpiece, you're pretty much golden. This character also has a tail, which you can feel for, although be careful with that because it is a rather fragile looking rubber piece. Speaking of fragile rubber pieces, the Roadrunner is next. Now, this character, when I got it, the tail piece was all bent up in very poor shape. However, a couple hours sitting on the torso there has completely fixed that. The easiest way to feel for this character is one of 2 things. There is an exclusive feather piece included in this character. It looks really weird without the feather included, actually. So you can look for that. The way I actually found this character, though, is feeling for this bowl piece and the popcorn. There are also 2 red studs included. I mean, I guess color doesn't matter. There are 2 1x1 circular tiles included in this set as well. So if you feel the 2 of those, maybe the bowl and the popcorn, you should be golden. Although the easiest way to feel for this character, honestly, probably the chicken wings. This is the only character in the series to not have arms, so if you feel these giant wing pieces, you got the character. This one is pretty easy to feel because there's a ton of different pieces here, a bunch of different ones where you can easily pick out which character this is. In this series, there are only 2 characters with short legs, one of which is Tweety Bird, the other is Speedy Gonzales. This character is really actually simple to feel. There are 3 of these giant 2x2 circular bricks right here, so 3 of them. It's really hard to miss. It's how I found this character instantly. If you're still unsure, you can double check to find legs that don't bend. However, honestly, the easiest way, just to feel this giant 2x2 piece. No other character has anything even remotely similar, and it's a very simple way to quickly and easily get this character. Sylvester is next, and actually this was the last character I found in the series. It took me a really long time. I'm not sure exactly why. The best way I think to feel this character would be looking for the baseball bat. It's a long stick, definitely thicker than the signpost for some of the later characters. However, it's a pretty easy way to feel the character. There's also a rubber tail included, although I recommend against trying to squeeze that. The head mold here is unique. However, it's not unique enough where it's easily distinguishable from some other characters. Could be confused pretty easily. So definitely I think the best way is find the baseball bat and then see if you can find the tail, although be very careful when you're feeling for this character because again, those tail pieces have a tendency to be a little bit on the fragile side. The next character is going to be Daffy Duck, and this character is actually one of the easier ones to feel. What I would do is I would just kind of shake the bag until all the pieces came to the bottom, and then I'd feel for this long old Harry Potter wand, the pole piece, and once you got that, there are only 2 characters in this series who have pole pieces. Technically 3, although I'm not counting Tweety Bird because that one is super long. Both this character and Porky Pig have the pole piece. Once you find the pole, you just have to feel for the rabbit season sign. It's a square tile, 2x2. Once you get that, you know you have Daffy Duck. Speedy Gonzales is next, and this character is also really easy. He is, like I said earlier, one of the 2 characters that come with cheese slopes. However, this character has 4 included in him. There's also a very nice large hat piece here. This was probably the easiest way to find the character. Feel for that hat. There's also a rubber tail included, which is unique to this character. However, again, be careful when squeezing those tails. This is also one of the only 2 characters in the series to have short legs. So if you feel legs that don't bend, if you find cheese slopes, or this massive hat piece, you got Speedy Gonzales, and honestly, he's next to the Roadrunner, probably the easiest character to feel out in the series. All right, probably my favorite character in the series is going to be the Tasmanian Devil. Easiest way to feel this character is going to be this very large circular tile. This is the exact same from the Frozone CMF. This character has a very large, unique head mold, along with a fuzzy tail. It also has a pie piece and a chicken leg, so there's a bunch of accessories to find too. This is also one of the only, I believe, 4 characters to have the medium legs. So once you find medium legs, narrows it down. But honestly, the best way to find this character is going to be that white disc piece. That was the easiest part for me to find, and definitely helped ton when I was looking for this figure. Marvin the Martian is next, and this character comes in one of these little like weird funky extra plastic bags inside on account of his cape piece, so you can always feel for that. This character has medium legs, although I think the best way to find him is going to be for this helmet piece and his head. He's actually the only character in the entire series to come with a minifigure head, so if you find that, you're golden. You can also feel for his blaster gun. It's a pretty unique part. However, I think the easiest way to find this character is going to be that minifigure head. It's a very, very surefire way to get this character. Petunia Pig. What a weird choice. I really wish this was Elmer Fudd, but, you know, whatever. This character is relatively easy to feel. Again, she's one of the only 4 characters in the series to have the medium legs. But the way I found her was honestly this red dress piece. It's very large and a hard plastic, and no other character has anything remotely similar to it. You can also feel for the headpiece. It has some very large ponytails on either side, or the teapot and the 2 cups that are included. There are 2 cups included in this set. But honestly, the easiest way to find this character is going to be that red dress piece. A very apt minifigure to end on, because that's all I got for you guys today. It's going to be Porky Pig. The best way to find this character is just like Daffy Duck. You're going to look for that long pole connection piece, and then simply feel for this large 2x4 tile piece. You'll know it's not Daffy Duck when you find that, just like you'll know Daffy Duck, it's not, oh, what am I saying here? Excuse me. You'll know which character is which based on the size of the sign, either a 2x2 or a 2x4. That's a pretty easy way. This character is also one of the only 4 in the series to have the medium legs. Pretty simple to find him. Overall, as far as things go, this series is a relatively easy one to feel out. It gave me a bit of trouble at first when I was looking for him, mostly because I didn't really know what the characters looked like or how their pieces were kind of shaped and everything. So I really hope that this video helped you guys, and hopefully you'll all be able to find every single one of the characters that you want with no trouble at all. If you guys have any questions or comments, make sure to leave them in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you, especially if you think there's a better way to find one of these characters, or if there's something I missed, or if you just want clarification, anything. Again, expect a full review of this series to come out first thing tomorrow morning, along with a video of a haul I recently got. I got some really cool looking sets from Target that was supposed to come out 3 days ago, but I got distracted with Looney Tunes, the Harry Potter news, and a bunch of other stuff. So again, guys, stay tuned and make sure you watch the very next videos, because there'll be a bunch of really good ones coming out, along with some long overdue reviews. So everything for this video though, so guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you tomorrow, and have a fantastic and safe rest of your night.